Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast, where today we are covering WCW Saturday Night on TBS from May the 11th, 1991. Still got another week and maybe a day or so before we get to Superbrawl. I am sitting here with Doc and not Hardbody Harper because, as always, the man is running late, and I texted him and said, hey, we're getting started. Let us know when you're on, and we'll be ready to roll with you. Doc and I will get started, though, and before I throw it to him, special shout-out to our largest patron contributors monthly, Disrespectfully Classy, Marky Blassie, Mike Childry, Joe Ice, and good old Justin. And one new patron this week, Matt D. Thank you, Matt, for signing up. Enjoy all that extra Patreon content, especially the one we just dropped where we talked about Jackson State and Alabama State. And you're saying, why'd you talk about that? Because primetime Deion Sanders was cutting wrestling promos after the kerfuffle at midfield after their game 2 weeks ago. Doc, let me throw to you. How are you?
Bro, I'm ready to blow the back out on this show. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Ready to treat this show.
Ducky says.
I'm ready to treat this show like we're Draymond Green and it's Jordan Poole.
Wow. You know what I thought of when I didn't see it, but I read his apology. You know what I thought of? I thought of Chrissy in Sopranos telling Meadows' then boyfriend, it's okay, we'll get him some therapy. And I'm thinking like Draymond's going to get some therapy from this, which I find hilarious, but I don't want to make fun of therapy. That's not my point. But I was like, yeah, he's going to go get some therapy. Again, I only read what he said, like clips of it. I didn't actually see his like audio apology.
Well, what's great about it is everybody's more mad about the guy who leaked the video than they are at Draymond for punching him in the face.
Is that true? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, they're trying to find out who leaked it so they could fire him.
Well, you know it's somebody inside the building.
Well, and then the other thing is that Steve Kerr's trying to tell him it's no big deal because Jordan punched him out once.
Well, I thought that when I saw the footage, I was like, so Jordan, from all accounts, and I've heard that story years ago, even before the Last Dance or whatever, Jordan tell the story about Deck and Kerr telling the story, and it's like, he's like, yeah, and then Michael called me like after, he's like, dude, I'm so sorry, man, I didn't mean it. But man, look, man, you and I ain't never been professional athletes at the NBA and NFL level, but man, things get testy out there, man. That testosterone gets gone, and you do things you probably wouldn't do otherwise. So I don't know what was going on with Draymond and Poole, but hey, man, everything comes back to wrestling, and those two had a shoot fight, brother, at the shoot job.
Well, the other thing that's got me feeling great. 16 big wins in a row and one little bitty baby loss that happened in the first week of the season.
This is getting better by the week because, boy, when they lose in the playoffs, you are going to be Burger King thing, Von Erich thing once again.
Tell me you don't love you some Michael Parsons, bro.
No, I like Parsons.
That's right.
I've told you that for the longest.
Yeah.
I think he's a hell of a player.
Yep.
Your owner, he couldn't be my owner. I can't say what I yeah. Let me just be quiet. I'm on an unsecure line right now.
We did it again. Knocked off the other participant in last year's Super Bowl. Beat them both in a month.
That means nothing.
It really doesn't. But you can't. First of all, you don't apologize for wins in the NFL.
Agree.
You got to beat the team in front of you.
Yep.
And we're starting to do that in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to stay with it here. I've said this all along, and I want to be consistent. The second Dakota's ready to come back, he's your starter. No questions. Not a doubt. Because if you really look at the analysis, pour over the numbers like I have, the offense under Cooper Rush is not good enough to maintain this and continue to win. You need Dak back. Now, what this has done at 4-1 is reduce the urgency that Dak has to come back now or next week. We can get him healthy now, but he's your quarterback. Gotta have chocolate under center. You know what I mean?
If that dude comes back and loses the first two starts, man, they're gonna burn down the facility, the Cowboys facility, if they don't start.
It's probably because Kellen Moore set him up, and it's racism.
Oh God, come on! Don't joke like that, because somebody out there is listening. And again, I'm gonna reference it. It's the person flying in. This is their first time listening. They're gonna say, "Oh, what the hell, bro? You know, they got this guy on here, and he's talking about it being racist, and I don't take too kind of that." You know, I can already hear it, and no, it won't be Darren.
Who are these people that aren't already listening to us?
It happens weekly. Like, so here's the thing: when as your show grows, it's got a like an exponential growth effect to it. Like, so you got your first 10 listeners, but then it's like you only go to 12 listeners and 14 and 16. But then as that number gets bigger after 7 years, you end up with, the word starts to spread. There are these idiots and they do classic wrestling. So you'll have, a couple hundred people, new people listening every week. And they're like, oh, what is this about? And they hear the first part and they go, eject. And well, that's their problem, not our loyal listeners' problem. We're just here to be blessed and be a blessing, brother. As Buddy Landell
What did these new people want to hear?
So I remember one time, and I'm not going to say who it was, but I got a message on Facebook for the page, and somebody commented, not bad when y'all finally got to wrestling talk. Y'all need to learn to stick to wrestling and know your lane. Well, first off, pal, my motherfucking lane is college football, the NFL, and
my
classic
lane
wrestling.
Is whatever the fuck I decided is right fucking now. How about that?
This is our lane, Doc.
These are our microphones.
And be a blessing.
Did you hear Budrow?
I did.
That's what we're here to do. Yeah. Oh, we also do this.
Now, I'm one of these guys that can't just fuck something up. I got to fuck it all the way up.
Okay. So we live by the Buddy Landell, got to F it all the way up and be blessed and be a blessing. So, yeah,
the truth of the matter is, and let's be clear, we do this show because it cracks us up while we're doing it, first and foremost. Second of all, and let's be even more explicitly clear, we're doing this show for the patrons. So if you're getting this show for free, you win, but we're not doing it for you.
I'm not going to go there. Some people can't afford to be a patron.
And if you're new,
come on,
and you don't like it,
stop trying to certainly people off.
If this is your first time and you don't like it, I would just implore you. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to wear this out, but I'm going to suggest that you maybe download one of our old episodes where you can hear about what happens in Burger King walk-in coolers. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Right. No, I like the new listeners. I like when new people find us, man. That's how you grow.
Harper's on too, by the way. So here's the thing. As you dial him in, I need to know something. Are you in love with the Red Rocket rifle yet?
You need to wait till Harper gets on. Hold on.
While you dial him in, I want to know what you think. You guys have yourselves a honky down there that's trying to out honky our honky, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I can't believe you just said that.
What?
Oh, that is true. So Harper, Doc is asking me right now. Are you on, Harper? You there?
Yeah.
So Doc, we're on the football portion of the show, the NFL portion of the show. So Doc is asking me right now. Repeat what you just said, Doc. I mean, he's
y'all
on.
Have a honky
you said the honky word.
Honky our honky. Are y'all in love with the Red Rocket rifle yet?
No, because ours is old.
He is old.
Yeah, that's the problem. You see, the thing is, no matter how good he does, the future quarterback for the Saints is not in the locker room currently.
Yeah, that's some expert analysis walking in the door.
That's
just
the
logged
problem.
In and hitting it.
See, y'all potentially have the future quarterback because he's young.
Who?
Is y'all's quarterback young?
Who?
How old's Cooper Rush, Doc?
I don't know. He's not our future quarterback.
No, but I'm saying is he at least has potential to get better.
He's going to be somewhere else.
Right.
He's only
Someone's gonna overpay for him, and he's
God, I hope that's the Saints.
so
yeah.
so Rush is 28 and Dak is 29. So they're about the
Damn,
same
he's
age.
that old.
Yeah, Cooper Rush is 28. Andy Dalton's 34, by the way.
Of this kid.
Well, it took him a long time to get a spot because everybody used to just say, "Are you sure you're not Andy Dalton?"
So you asked about the red rifle. Here's the thing. He ain't losing games, but he ain't necessarily winning. And the other thing I want to add, it kind of sucks because the 2 games he started, all of a sudden the defense don't know how to play defense no more.
Yeah.
So it's really messed up because he's actually playing better than crab legs.
Right.
But you don't. Yeah, and it's messed up because, again, the defense has just been like, dude, Geno Smith is actually lighting a lot of people up this year, but he lit up that secondary.
Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't for fucking Taysom Hill, they wouldn't have won the goddamn game.
Yeah, I get nothing but tweets from people. Y'all pay him too much money. First off, tell me you don't understand the salary cap without telling me you don't understand the salary cap. You got to realize NFL contracts aren't worth the paper they're on. They're literally worth the money you're paying the player pretty much that year and maybe the next. So does he get paid a lot? Sure, I'll give you that. But damn, after he friggin' scores 3 TDs, runs for 100 yards, throws for another, I mean, I don't know. Dude can play wide receiver and tight end too, and they're going to need him this week at wide receiver. Lord have mercy. Look, the Saints ain't going nowhere this year, but anyway, they didn't look bad.
This weekend,
I don't know, Harper.
Game, like 9-7, and they might back in because this team lost and blah 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 blah.
I don't see it.
No.
Nah, they ain't. No, too many flaws. They got too many. They have too many points. They have too many what I call breaking points. The defense ain't going to be consistent enough. The offense ain't going to be consistent enough. They fumble too much. They make too many errors. They're like the Cowboys of turnovers, and it's not even interceptions. It's fumbles and penalties.
It's like dumb shit.
Yeah, it's little dumb stuff, and that's why.
I have a question.
But the Tulane Green Wave of 5-1, baby.
Yeah, no, huh?
So by the time this show comes out, it will have already happened. But this weekend, the Cowboys travel to that sewer up north of Philadelphia.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Just where people shit in the streets, as Harper told us that one time.
Yeah, there was a log in the street.
Yep, poo-poo.
Big log.
I mean, if that's not an indictment of a whole region of the country, I don't know what is. But we're going up there.
Jesus.
Right. We're going up there ready.
Okay.
But I got a question for you. Mike, are you rooting for us or are you rooting for the Eagles this Sunday night?
I guess I got to root for y'all because they're undefeated. I mean, that's how I do it. When it's an NFC team, I look at who's got more wins, and you want them to lose because you never know how it all shakes out.
Sure. I mean, so the way I would see it is, on top of that, you're rooting for us to try to set me up for a bigger fall when it all comes down.
Oh yeah, you're already set up. He's already set up, Harper, because his backup has won 4 straight. You are set up right now for the ultimate disappointment. Like, it's setting up for one of those Aaron Rodgers years where he just breaks your heart again and you just get pissy. You're doing this to yourself, man.
What? Because I choose to love. I choose to care. That's what this is. No. We all love our team, so that's now.
Not it. But
know that you two gentlemen, fine gentlemen, Christian gentlemen, were watching your team play footballs the other day. But I have the NFL ticket. And I was watching over on the Tampa Bay Atlanta game. And y'all's
I
big
saw it as it
rival,
happened.
the Dirty Birds, got screwed in ways that I didn't think were. I mean, I've looked at a lot of pornography in my life. I was not aware that you could get screwed this way, but they did.
Oh yeah, isn't that
You know-
fucked up?
You know what he's talking about? That Tom Brady sack?
Yeah, the fucking
Bruh.
roughing the passer penalty that didn't happen.
There's not a team I hate more than the Falcons, and they got screwed. I can even admit that.
Screwed.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm serious. They need to make it two-hand touch for quarterbacks at this point. If that's what they're going to do.
They'll just make it flag. You gotta
Or
pull the
flag.
off of them.
The problem is,
Was there an L in that word that you just said?
yes, there was an L in the
Okay.
word.
I was just checking. Now, did you see the game last night where we had another rough in the
Yeah,
passer?
bro. Well, that's from your boy from the Dolphins. That's why they're doing that shit.
Well, Troy Aikens was not happy.
Aikman, you idiot. Oh, man.
He didn't
I think-
He said, let's all put on some dresses and cross dress.
He was like, the competition committee is going to have to just do something with this, and we got to take the dresses off. Now, keep in mind, this is from a dude
He caught flack.
Hey, love is love.
Keep in mind, this is from a dude whose career ended because of these vicious hits.
Yeah.
LeVar Arrington almost killed Troy Aikman one Sunday
Oh.
afternoon.
Yeah, he murdered him. It was like one of those Detroit Lions QB hits that you see on Twitter that I retweeted last night, where the Lions QBs are just like literally destroyed into oblivion. I mean,
Nobody wants to see anybody truly be crippled or anything. But if we're going to do this, we have to be able to do it. You know?
I'm tired of seeing Tom Brady, bro. I wish somebody would do to Tom Brady what they did for the what that guy for the Packers did to fucking Jim McMahon that fucking game. When he
Why?
just throws the ball and he's just like trying to the sideline and he goes like "fuck you," and just grabs him and does a belly to belly Rick Steiner suplex to his ass.
Why do you hate Tom Brady so much?
Because I'm tired of looking at him. And
Dad?
his wife his football has destroyed his marriage. Okay? His kids are gonna call another kid daddy because he can't stop for the love of the game, bro. Grow up, you fucking child.
So you don't think Giselle's wrong here?
Who's wrong?
Giselle, his wife.
Oh, no, yeah, she's wrong, bro. She knew what the fuck she was getting involved in.
Yeah. I'm saying Tom Brady's a victim.
bro, that dude went home for a week and saw what it was going to be like.
He had a good look at what the future looked like and said, bro, set hut.
Yeah.
Omaha.
I want to go back to what Harper said about Jim McMahon. That was a crime what happened because, see, like all these other quarterback hits I'm talking about, like the one with Wilbur Marshall where he destroys, I think it was Eric Hipple for the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
I mean, he hit him with the crown of his helmet under his chin as Hipple was throwing it. At least Hipple was in a throwing motion when Marshall just fucking murdered him. I mean, the dude flatlined.
The whistle hasn't blown yet.
Right. But what happened to McMahon was, and I forget the Green Bay defender's name, McMahon had thrown the ball, the play's over, the whistle's blowing. The dude just friggin' takes McMahon and belly to bellies him or belly to backs him on the concrete. And I say concrete because that's what that turf was. That was some wrong shit, man.
On his
like we've gone from you know what's funny?
Him on his throwing shoulder.
Bro, if he did that now, they would put him in cuffs.
He'll be in jail, bro.
Yeah, he'd be in jail. Now, he was wrong.
He would be in more trouble than Troy Aikman is for saying that they should just put him in dresses.
Oh, bro. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure Troy's getting backlash.
How come back then open stadiums had AstroTurf? I could see
I think
the Superdome and the Astrodome and the Pontiac Silver, but like why would Soldier Field or an open stadium have fucking AstroTurf?
Because you
cheaper
don't have to take
maintenance.
care of it.
Yep,
Oh,
you don't have to
really?
take care of it. You don't have to take care of it. That's
I-
it. That's the reason.
I figured out a way to save $4,000 on our water bill.
Yeah.
Do you ever see, like, okay, it happened to
That
the Saints.
shit is like the solar panels of fucking football fields.
Bro, you know what kills me? We used to watch football back then, and think about the guys now, like when Tua's head slammed the turf at Cincinnati a few weeks ago, or Chris Olave this weekend, he gets tackled and his head just slams against the Superdome turf. That turf now is actually, I mean, I'm gonna call it soft. Obviously, it's not a pillow, but think about when we were watching football in the late 70s, early 80s, even the 90s, before they went to that field turf stuff now. You know how many dudes' brains were just getting fucking fried on that hard concrete turf? I mean, they're already playing the most violent sport in the world now, and their heads were hitting concrete. Like, that is just
Criminal.
ugh. Like, I see some of these plays, like the Eric Hipple one I'm talking about. That Wilbur Marshall launches, hits him under the chin, and he does a perfect flat back bump, and his freaking helmet slams the back of the turf. I mean, the dude probably saw stars for like 3 years after that one hit.
But he played the next weekend.
Right.
Yeah. Imagine playing for like a team that was really bad, like back in like the Saints or the Patriots, and you're like 4-9, and every game you're losing fucking 34-13, and you got to do it again the next week, and you got to take
turf.
that shit again. Fuck.
Business decisions are being made.
Fuck, I feel bad for that kid from Kansas. I've been watching every Kansas game since they started winning, and that kid's out for the season. The star quarterback.
Concussion?
No, I forgot. Like his ACL or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got a grade A, but he's got a grade 3 separation of his right shoulder. He separated his fucking shoulder.
So it's just throwing arm.
Yeah. So he's out.
Violent sport. I mean, look at Dak. He hurt his little finger, and now he had to miss a month and a half. And going to be now. Just saying.
I'd sit him out longer.
Real men throw a ball with a broken finger. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Doc. We talked about Brady and the absolute criminal nonsense. You can't even sneeze on a quarterback anymore. You look at him wrong, and they throw a penalty flag.
So what do you think? So what if they make that like a reviewable situation?
Okay. So Doc likes to make fun of me and my CFL fandom, which, by the way, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are 14-2 now and have locked up the home field advantage throughout the playoffs in the CFL. So just wanted to point that out to you, Doc. So
they're
in the
NFL season?
Yeah, they start in the summertime, and their season wraps up in November.
Oh, that's
like around.
Ballsy.
Well, I mean, they're not trying to. I would say they're not trying to compete, but yeah, they're not trying to compete.
Oh, that's like an AEW being on fucking Monday night.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I can't say that. They've been around for a long time, so
that's true.
they've got. It's not like here's the thing. They don't play on Sunday either. Generally, like most of their games are on. They play Friday nights and Saturdays.
And they're in Canada.
And most of the season, they get halfway through the season before our season start. But what I was going to say was, whenever there's a roughing the passer, it's not necessarily reviewable as a coach can challenge it, but they have a command center. That's what they call it. And the command center reviews it to see, oh, did he really get roughed, or did the ref make a mistake? And they'll overturn it. Nope.
They're in the control center with Gordon Sully with the CGI TV.
See, the problem with the NFL and why you can't have a controls command center like that, even though they claim to be in touch with New York on these replays, is the XFL did it and USFL did it too. They'll let you hear what's going on. The NFL ain't gonna allow that because they book in the territory, bruh. They can't allow you to see how they fixing games. I'm joking. People gonna get mad at me for saying that, but they can't. They are not gonna allow you to do that. Even if they don't let you in on it, I just can't see a command center thing working because the NFL they shady, man. They got some shady business practices.
Great. Now we're gonna get contacted by the NFL.
Well, call me, Raj. Please. We can sit down and talk.
Why don't you get Harper put on the competition committee?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That would be great.
We're going back to the one bar face mask.
Jesus. One bar.
You
Okay.
have to wear baggy jerseys, not that shit that's so tight on you. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching something. I was like, dude, I forgot how baggy the damn jerseys used to be.
Yeah. Well, now all these linemen, they basically glue them to their bodies, put on like ones that are so tight so they can't get grabbed. And I don't blame them.
They're so tight that you can see where there's like the impact from the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Where the jersey hits it, and there's like a outline of like green. It's like these fucking women who fucking walk around Walmart with those fucking yoga pants on.
Yuck.
And they don't even know what yoga is.
That's gross.
Come on,
Bruh.
man.
It was an ex-coworker of mine on Facebook. One day she like shared this video of this rather large lady who had,
I believe the term
like,
you're looking for is fat broad.
No, you can't
tight,
say that.
had like
I'm sorry.
tight had like tight clothes on.
How about this? Calorically challenged.
Had tight clothes on and had like multiple girdles like holding it all in.
Bro, I've seen that shit, bro.
And
I bet
and
if you fucking untied that shit,
that's where I'm going.
bro, you better be wearing a fucking helmet because you're going to get
Bruh.
knocked the fuck out.
So she said in her share of it, if you take her home and open it up, it's going to be like a can of biscuits popping open.
For
Come on.
real, bro.
Now, this was a woman saying that about a woman. Don't get mad at me. I'm just repeating what I read.
You know what? I'm curious, like, what's the biggest size you think they make those pants? Because I've seen some women who look like, you know, bigger than fucking Earthquake walking around, like bigger than fucking Norman the goddamn lunatic. So I've always been curious, like what's the cutoff to where they're like, bro, no, but we can't make the neck goddamn big. Come on, that's intent.
We could do it, but we're gonna have to raise the prices because of how much fabric this is taking up.
Right.
I don't know, Harper. I mean, all you got to do is cut a larger piece of fabric, man.
That's true.
It's not like there's a shortage on fabric. So the sizes just keep going. Harper said it's like some earthquake on North.
God, you peel them off and it smells like fucking
Stop.
salami down there.
Oh God.
What's wrong with you?
You're
Come
like
on.
sweat-soaked salami.
Well, if you made it this far, I just wanted to say,
When is they
we
gonna
appre-
talk about the wrestling?
If you
Probably
made it this
smells like
far,
when you got that jar of fucking grease
oh,
for
God.
when you like fucking making bacon and you save the fucking grease.
Mm.
Oh, all right.
Mixed
Well,
with bug spray.
If you made it this far and you enjoyed it, there's a whole lot more on the Patreon feed of our non-wrestling discussions. All you got to do is go to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Oh, and if you like wrestling, there's a whole lot of theirs there too. Doc and I just reviewed the most recent Tales from the Territories, the new Vice series. We talked about the Memphis episode. Also on there, you've got Superbrawl coming up. There's another Clash coming up in another month or so. There's over 300 episodes available on our Patreon feed at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Both non-wrestling and plenty of classic wrestling discussions. As I say that, let me ask you, Doc, are we now ready to talk about what happened on this week's Saturday night?
I don't know that I can.
Why is that?
Oh,
Did Harper mess you up?
Is
No.
that bad?
The video quality was so bad that I'm not sure I know what I watched.
Oh no. It's like watching the fucking squiggly boobs.
Without
It
the
wasn't
boobs.
quite.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite that bad, but there's some audio issues in it. There's just numerous.
Who
Man,
gave us these? Who's responsible for this quality?
my good friend Tim Moretti.
Yeah, he's a problem on this one. You need to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I need better.
Yeah. Come on, Tim Maselli. Step it up.
There it is, Maselli. The show was taped April 29th, 1991 at Center Stage. Like Doc is saying here, the copy we have isn't the best. It was definitely recorded on a lower grade VCR, or this was converted as the tape that was about to do the Burger King thing for sure. I mean, it's pretty bad. The show starts with a replay of Paul Lee being beaten down by Missy Hyatt. We then go to JR and Paul Lee in front of the green screen. Paul Lee is terrified and is wearing a catcher's mask because he is so scared of Missy attacking him. They then are going to cut to Missy, who we are told is in a different area of the studio. I guess HR standards and practices got involved and said we need to separate these two. She doesn't want to be around Paul. Missy says she will interview One Man Gang and Kevin Sullivan later in the show. And Jesus Christ, I don't know what they were doing with that, but we'll talk about that when we get there. And as you can see, Harper, the quality is not the greatest. Doc, anything from the opening? Look at Paul. He's shaking with a catcher's mask on.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The shaking of the phone is the better part of that.
Yeah. I'm watching baseball right now.
Yeah, your Dodgers play tonight, right?
I think they play tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You
I
sure?
think it's tonight at 8,
I
Harper.
believe all
I
the
thought it
teams.
was Wednesday night.
I believe all the teams are playing today.
I thought I saw they play at 8.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
no.
anyway, Doc, if you
All right.
wanted to,
Fuck it, bitch.
well, maybe she won't make you book it. Look at Missy.
Oh, she makes
God.
me book it about
Look.
2 or 3 times a day.
Okay, Jaworski.
Look at her.
But she is hot, dude, with that short hair.
You like that, huh?
Bruh, it's like, it's crazy to think that she didn't do something besides this on television. Host a game show, do something on MTV, be a VJ.
Dude, she's got a Lady Harper haircut right here. Actually, this is Tiffany's hairdo. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Now Harper later tonight, he's gonna be closing his eyes, thinking of Missy when he's rubbing one out.
I'm going to be banging her thinking, how was it like to be married to Eddie Gilbert? She's like, what?
Jesus.
That's
All right.
up.
How
It
big was
really
John
is.
Tatum?
Huh?
What?
How big
Wasn't
was
she with John Tatum?
Grow up. Yes.
What?
Come on. Seriously?
What?
Is this what we're doing here now?
Yes.
I want the belt.
This is what we've always done.
We continue. We go to the first match. It is Brian Pillman and El Gigante versus Arn Anderson, who's the TV champ still, and Terry Taylor. We get a picture-in-picture from El Gigante. El Gigante says he's the real giant, and you will see at Superbrawl, which makes no sense, but whatever. And then JR explains that the reason Taylor and Arn are tagging Mrs. York has a vested interest in Arn becoming a member of the York Foundation, and that's why they're out there tagging together. And I like that JR at least told us that's what was happening. Otherwise, we're like, why are these two tagging? So anyway, Doc, let me throw to you if you got anything from this match. Poor Arn having to be out there and wrestle this dude.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, and I appreciate JR telling us. I just don't buy it doesn't square with me that's why he's teaming with the Rooster.
He looks like Flying Brian with Elegante looks like Chunk with the dude from the fucking Goonies.
Oh my God.
What the fuck was his name? Sloth.
Sloth, yeah.
It's like Sloth and Chunk. You're coming home with me now.
He just did the voice of his friend.
Baby Ruth.
Having relations with the deaf girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
That's what it sounded like when you were.
So, I'm not sure what I'm watching because it's too squiggled and messed up.
Yeah, it's bad, as you can see. It scrambles every now and then, and it blacks out, and it is hard to watch. But a couple of notes I have from it. There was a nice-looking crossbody and arm drag from Pillman on Taylor during the match. At one point, Pillman is back into the heels corner, and Pillman fires up, like working his way out of it. You like to see stuff like that. JR does break the news during this match that PN News is debuting later. Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Later on in the show.
Long-awaited debut.
Long-awaited debut. And I got to say, the people actually are into him. I mean, he's getting a reaction.
Because they're trying to prove that they're not racist.
Okay, right. Sure. Pillman, in the finish, Pillman is in the ring. He fights back and makes the hot tags. Elegante takes out Arn and Terry Taylor. But on the outside, Barry Windham appears and is attacking Pillman. Elegante is distracted, and Arn and Terry Taylor get the upper hand on him. Bobby Eaton hits the ring to help Pillman and Elegante. The babies chase off the heels, and Elegante and Pillman win by DQ. Kind of a nothing happening really match, to be honest. I can't with Elegante. We know why he was there. He was a basketball player that couldn't play basketball, so they had to pay him to do something, I guess, and that's that. So anyway.
I can tell you one thing. As bad as his quality is, as a kid, I wouldn't have gave a shit. I'll still be watching this shit.
Well, yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know back then. I mean, you look at it now because, you've been trained and you know what good's supposed to look like, and you look at him and you're like, God, this guy's horrible.
There goes Barry. Looks like Keith Ursello in The Lost Boys.
He does.
Yeah.
You know what makes Elegante look worse? He's in there with like all these guys know what they're doing. He's like in there with the best of the best.
It's like they're all like going to fucking Tulane Law School, and he's sitting there trying to do his ABCs.
All right. Doc, anything you want to add?
No.
Hey, so Harper, the way we calculated it is Doc and I are going to have to do next week's Saturday night on this coming Friday. So that means next Tuesday would be Superbrawl. So between now and Tuesday is when you'd need to watch Superbrawl. So you got 7 days before you watch the pay-per-view. So we can review the pay-per-view.
Talking to you.
Huh?
Jesus. Okay. Are you there, Harper? Can you hear me now? I said,
what do I got
so
now?
here's what Doc and I calculated it out. We're doing next week's Saturday night, this coming Friday.
Right.
He and I.
Without you.
No, without you.
Oh,
we're doing it on Friday. Next Tuesday, a week from tonight, is when the three of us are going to review Superbrawl.
Okay.
So you got 7 days to watch Superbrawl. So don't wait till Tuesday at 5. How long is it? It's 2.5 maybe.
Fuck you, fucking dicks.
love it.
Excuse us for thinking that the patrons might want to have a third man in the booth for the big pay-per-view extravaganza.
Yeah, they like seeing us in our tux.
Instead, we're just dicks.
Yeah.
Remember, the bear pisses on the ramp, and the monkey does the Von Erich and Burger King thing. So,
right.
yeah, we got that to look forward to. And then there's some other good stuff. And to be honest, you'll watch, I think it's Elegante and Sid and want to crap all over it. You'll just, it'll make you angry and want to poke some eyeballs out.
All right.
Yeah. It's a good, decent pay-per-view with some shenanigans on it. But we'll continue for now. We saw an Oz ad, then we go to the next match. It's the Steiner brothers versus Cody Wayne and Randy Starr. Doc, this one's pretty damn short. What do you have from it?
It was short, and I couldn't tell what was happening, so I had no notes.
You really can't. It scrambles every now and then. It's pretty damn bad.
I'm going to
Who's this
assume
guy?
it was good.
Who's this guy look like?
The Steiners are doing good stuff every time I see them, so I'm going to fill in the blank and assume they did good stuff here.
Harper, look at this dude in the ring. Doesn't he look like he works at an oil change place?
It looks like a very bad Marty Jannetty.
I didn't think about that, but you're right.
Marty Jannetty was a very bad Marty Jannetty.
That's true. So how bad are you if you're a bad Marty Jannetty? Well, he took a nice bump on that Steiner line right there from Rick Steiner. And then they set him up for the DDT off the top rope, and they win with ease. Quick note, I believe that is Bill Alfonso in there as the referee.
How could you tell?
I can just
got a
tell.
whistle.
No, he doesn't have a whistle.
That whistle was a great gimmick.
Oh, yeah, because
It
it
was.
was annoying, and it made you it was instant hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. All right, let's go to a promo. We got Paul Lee. He's interviewing the Steiners. This is the Danger Zone. And let's see what goes down here.
1 week from tomorrow night at Superbrawl, there's a match which I really want to see. The World Tag Team Champions, Rick and Scott Steiner, are going to put it all up against Sting and Lex Luger. Now, everybody knows Sting and Lex Luger are two of the most popular athletes in the world today. The same goes for the Steiner brothers. They are the U.S., the IWGP, and the World Tag Team Champions. My guest at this time, Scott and Goop Rick, the Steiner brothers. Hi, thank you very much for being here. My question to you, gentlemen, is this. You're stepping in the ring a week from tomorrow night against Sting and Lex Luger. You guys are pals with them. Well, Paulie Danger, let me tell you something. Friendship. They say are dozen. Friends can be allies. This match is not about friendship. This match is about us defending our world tag titles. And whenever me and my brothers step in the ring, we have one thing to prove, and that's against anybody, that we're the best tag team in the world. We're gonna win, we're gonna win. We're gonna win, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Paulie dangerously. We're gonna win. Friendship, one thing. Defending these world tag team titles is another. And they don't mix. Sting and Lex Luger, when we step in the ring, brawl, guys better be ready to go.
All right, I'm going to cut it off there because, as you can see, that's the audio we're dealing with in this episode. I thought actually Scott Steiner was good there, Doc, leading into a babyface versus babyface match. What did you think?
I can't take the warp tape, bro. I hate to be negative.
I mean, you've been dealing with a warped franchise the last 30 years.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't listen to a cassette tape from the 80s if it was all warped up. I quit.
What's with Rick's gear with the numbers on it?
The numbers on it.
Yeah, look, it's all numbers.
Oh yeah, I see what you. Well, it's both of them. No.
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
Well, here's what I'm done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's numbers, and I don't know what the hell it is. All right, so we continue, and we go to commercial, and we come back, we are back at the Superbrawl 91 Control Center with Gordon Soley.
That's not true.
Oh, that's right. We go to Luger versus Bob Cook. and it happens quickly. What do you have from that? Luger wins with the torture rack. This is a quick episode, everybody. It was only like 50 minutes.
Why? Where's Sting? We're trying to get to this pay-per-view match, and now he's wrestling singles again.
Everything was airtight, brother.
Everything was air shitty.
Okay. It's not that bad, but all right. So do you have anything from it, Doc?
No.
Yeah, it's he wins with the torture rack.
He wins quickly, which should have been a prep for Nikita.
Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one. So after that, after Luger wins, we do go to the Superbrawl Control Center with Gordon Soley, and Gordon runs down the entire card like he's been doing. We are told our old friend Tim Horner is going to take on Oz.
Oh my God!
Whoever that is. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's what it says.
Go back to that fucking Larry Zbyszko. What the fuck is he wearing?
Hold on, I'll pause when I get to it.
What is that? A jean? What kind of?
I don't know what that is, Doc. You have any idea what he might be wearing there?
I'll pass. I don't know.
It looks like an extra from Chips.
I want to know how they can spell Zbyszko right, but Miss Rick on Ric Flair.
Or Arn.
Or Arn.
Arne. Remember that from last year? Tim Horner versus Oz. Can't wait for that. Young Pistols and the Freebirds. So he runs down the entire card, essentially. Tommy Rich and Nikita Koloff. Jesus, Lord. Dustin and Terrence Taylor matching up. And Bobby and Arn. Good one to look forward to. Doc, Flying Brian, and Barry Windham. Any thoughts on the Control Center? It's kind of been a repeat.
Why do you got to get a picture of Arn with his fucking glasses on?
I don't know, but in 2022, I love it because it's so ridiculous.
No, I'm good with it. Harper's the one that had a problem with the Control Center.
And remember, Arn would cut promos with those glasses on, so I mean, it makes sense that sometimes he would, that you'd see that promo pic right there. Yeah, I'm good with this too. Well, I'll keep the show moving because this goes on for quite some time. They air a couple of promos, Flair's promo, but the audio is just terrible, so it's not even worth playing. And so I'll keep going. So, Doc, we go to the next match, and it is One Man Gang versus Kenny Kendall, I believe. I need to get to the beginning of this because I need Harper's commentary on this.
Yeah. Presentation.
Harper.
No.
You watching?
Yeah.
Kevin Sullivan is dragging the One Man Gang to the ring by chain, which he's been doing, but Gang has a leather dominatrix mask.
It's called a gimp mask.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. A gimp mask. I apologize for not knowing that. He's got a gimp mask over his head.
You would know it if you saw Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I've seen Pulp Fiction. It's been a very long time. He takes the gimp mask off and Gang screams. I don't know what else to say. Doc, we got a 2-minute match here. Not even that. Maybe about 2 minutes. Any thoughts on this presentation?
Than when he had the mohawk.
Say that again?
I think he looks better here than when he had the mohawk.
I like it too.
He looks more menacing and more crazy.
Yep.
Okay, I can go with that, but I can't support the gimp mask.
That's even better.
Yeah,
that makes it seem like wild-assed.
I don't know, bro.
What do you think that gimp mask smelled like?
Oh, God.
That's a Harper question.
Oh, man.
But does he?
Sweat. Mixed in with some white rain.
Oh God. The white chicks shampoo?
And cocoa butter.
Yeah,
and
cocoa butter.
That's a hell of a miss.
Yeah, I like this idea that we're just lunatics here. Deranged. Potentially criminally insane. Deviants.
Gang, I guess. Gang hits the 747. He's going to win the match.
How can you tell?
Sullivan has to pull Gang off of Kenny Kendall, and it takes Sullivan putting the black leather mask, the gimp mask, back on Gang so that Gang will go with him.
See, that's great.
Yeah. That's how he calms them down, like the alligators, when they jump on top of them and they fucking cover their eyes.
Snip my finger.
Down. Yeah.
Snip his hand like in Blazing Saddles.
Okay. Well, we'll continue. Any other thoughts on this weird?
When you think about it, Blazing Saddles is a dirty motherfucking movie.
Yeah. We reviewed it with D-Man.
It was his favorite, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We kind of actually got some blowback on it because I think a lot of people, I don't know. Go listen to the Patreon episode. I won't even give it away here.
I don't have access.
Well, I'll tell you offline then. I'm not going to tell you what happened in the episode. When you can become a patron and listen to it. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Look, we don't do ads on this show. Nobody's footing the bill. We're independent. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Get access to 300 plus Patreon episodes that you can enjoy.
Nobody tells us what to do but the Constitution.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right.
Because you're all about America.
Hey,
That's right.
All it depends on is how you interpret that document.
Oh,
I grease my gun with liberal tears.
there he goes. There he goes. He just triggered somebody. It goes back to we're just having fun, people. Settle down, buckaroos.
The only reason we did it is because we knew it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Continuing. I'm not going to play the audio, but I don't know what's going on here during this segment because
I wanted to hear more of it.
Okay, I'll play the audio. Here it is.
Wrestling, and I'm Missy Hyatt, and this is Kevin Sullivan or One Man Gang, and I know there's a lot of giants in wrestling. Is this guy criminally insane?
Who told you about the incident?
What incident?
Missy Hyatt, because I smell the blood of a giant, and this is the only true giant championship wrestling, because you see, when I unchecked from the tree of woe, and I went down to the evil and banged on the door because Teddy Long asked me to do his, and he poured out the silver in our hands. We realized that Ron Simmons, your destiny belongs to us. You see, we're not taking any prisoners. We're not taking any prisoners, Ron Simmons. We're gonna draw no quarters because this, Ron Simmons, is the beginning of Agamemnon. That's the beginning of the end for you. You see, the gang knows one thing, and that's brutality. Hyatt in pain. He likes pain. Would you these chains missing?
Not. And we'll be back with wrestling action, but first, listen to this.
I mean, Missy's laughing. She can't even contain herself if you watch her there. You wanted me to play it, Doc. It took me like 6 different takes to finally figure out that Sullivan was talking about Simmons and gang at the end of it.
But that's not my fault.
Okay. Any thoughts on that insanity?
He was good.
Yes.
I guess, but no, that's fine because they're setting up
What?
stuff down the road. Right, it's a damn shame we got to get through Elegante and Sid. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
How does that impact what this is?
Because I think next is Gang and Elegante and
Oh, God.
Oh
I
my
feel bad for
God.
Gang. I think I ain't seen it in a while. I can't remember.
Well, if Mike is wrong, make sure that you send in some feedback to the show.
Yeah.
Correct him because he likes the discipline.
I just replied to a DM.
He's also
From
on.
like-
He's also into gimp masks. He just doesn't know it.
I replied to a DM on Twitter from like 7 months ago this weekend.
Oh, God, you fucking weirdo.
Okay.
Well, I tell people all the time, if like the best way to contact me is email, bookingtheterritory@gmail.com. Harper knows this because Harper knows. Nothing irritates me more than a ping going off on a cell phone because there's something in Messenger. So I took all that crap off and don't let it bother me.
So what was the comment?
What was the comment? It was something about Arn Anderson.
Double A.
I don't even remember. They were referencing something. This is how bad it is. Doc knows what I'm talking about because I did this to Doc last week. They were trying to clarify something that we said about Arn in the episode, and the episode was from like 6 or 7 months ago. I have no knowledge or remember having that discussion. I have no idea what we said and didn't say. And so I don't think I even replied, but I was having a discussion with Doc literally this past Friday, 3 days after we recorded the last show. And I was imitating him doing a Boston accent and exactly what he said. And I was like, you don't remember saying that? He goes, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. So, dude, I say so much. I cut so many episodes, I couldn't tell you what was said on what episode and when. And Doc, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I
still don't know what you're talking about, but I remember us having that conversation.
We got a guy here. He's multiracial, and that's a problem in itself. You literally said that, and you had no recollection of it.
Well, I'm just
3 days
heel.
after the fact.
I'm just playing heel, so I can't be held accountable.
Yeah.
For things Terry Bollea might say if I'm Hulk Hogan.
But no, on a serious note, yeah, man, if you DM me, I will either never see it or see it like months later. Email bookingtheterritory@gmail.com. You can also email bookingtheterritory@gmail.com.
Is to find us out at the bar and buy us drinks.
Oh, God. They'll go broke with you. Bookingtheterritory@gmail.com. I am still giving away free monthly Patreon memberships. So bookingtheterritory@gmail.com. Email me there, and I'll tell you how you can take advantage of that. Doc, we go to the next match. It is Ric Flair versus Kip Abby, or Abby. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Any thoughts on Rick, who takes out the knee of Abby and then slaps on the figure four for the win quickly?
No, couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
You can see now you're playing heel.
You know what made me think of y'all?
Oh, God.
I was watching. It was the deal with the adult kids meals, and the employees of McDonald's are going on social media asking people to stop coming in to get these things because they're overwhelmed, and it reminded me of y'all with the dollar Whoppers.
It is, because people have to. McDonald's corporate ain't assembling all this shit. You got to fold those boxes. You got to put a toy in there. And that may not sound like a lot, but then you got to find a place to store all these now folded boxes.
Right. And it's something else on your fucking inventory.
And we're trying to make some money here. And now I got to store folded up adult Happy Meals in addition to the kids' Happy Meals that are already eating up all the space.
You got people in there ready to do them.
I make no money, and no matter where I decide to put it, somebody's going to tell me I did it wrong.
You know what would be funny, Doc? Imagine, because this used to happen when we worked at Burger King. People would come in and be mad at you because you were out of toys for the freaking meal. I can see this happening with adults. Yeah, can I get the adult Happy Meal? And they're like, yeah, just so you know, we can give you the box and we can give you the everything that comes with, but we're all out of toys. And a grown adult was getting mad at you before because their kid wasn't getting a toy. But now a grown adult is mad because they're not getting a toy in their Happy Meal. By the way,
it can't be long now until the aliens land.
Yeah. or the nukes get launched. We ain't far off.
We seem to be at our most vulnerable.
Bro, I will never forget. I was working the drive-through one night, and this dude orders a kid's meal or whatever they Burger King called it back then. I don't remember. And he gets to the window. I hand him the little box or I think we were actually in a bag at that point. I don't even remember. And he gives me his money. I hand him the drink and the food. And he looks up at me and says, now, the most important thing in here is the toy. That's in here, right? I go, sir, we're out of toys. You have to be kidding me. Here we go. I'm 17 years old.
Do I look like I'm enjoying this enough to joke with you?
Now, Harper, I'm 17 years old. You know we're full of piss and vinegar. For a grown adult to get mad at me because the store I work at is out of freaking toys. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. We're out of toys. Would you like to voice your opinion to the manager? Because I'll gladly go get her.
They get paid.
Yes, I would.
And probably not enough, but it's more than what I'm making. So I'm going to refer you to her.
Do you remember what the toy was?
I couldn't tell you. But here's the thing. This was a common thing. Like, this wasn't a one-off. This was just the dude I remember from this night. Because I've been at school all day. I'm in a pissy mood. You know, I'm just like, damn, I got to come to work now and put up with this bull crap for $3.85 an hour. Like, here we go, you know, like, I'm starting to question life now at this point. Like, bruh, the Burger King thing is a real thing. Like, it's not an exaggeration. It's real. And now
you should really think twice before you cop attitude on anybody serving you food, unless it's a 4 to 5 star restaurant.
Bro, you ain't lying, bro. Because they control what you're going to consume and stick in your fucking mouth. They are dictating what the fuck you're going to eat, motherfucker. So you better behave yourself.
And nobody does.
And be fucking grateful. Bro, if I walk into a fast food, I'm like a fucking black dude talking to the cops. I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Like, no matter how old they are, no matter what kind of fucking attitude they have, it's like I'm a private talking to a fucking general.
Jesus.
That's the most practical life advice that Harper's ever dispensed on this program.
He's dispensed a lot.
And that will get you further than complaining because your fries are, well, do you want some fries that have been down my pants?
Bro, the thing is, like, I am fully aware.
$1.29 for a bucket of fries. I don't give a shit if they're cold or not. Eat them.
That's not true. I'm gonna get you some hot fries. Okay, like, that's understandable. The thing is, I'm not trying to tell you that there aren't goofballs that work in fast food. Like, there's goofballs in every walk of life, and morons and jackasses. I would suggest
that the fast food place was one of the nuttier professions, if you want to call it that I was in.
Right. So don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to get into, well, you know, there are a lot of morons. Bruh, trust me, I worked with them. I know there are people in these establishments that really don't know how to put a piece of meat on a bun and get confused. I get it. But I'm also here to tell you there's dudes like me and Doc and Harper who used to do those jobs that knew how to simply put mayo and ketchup and lettuce and tomato and the sandwich, and we got literally verbally abused because of customer incompetence. And I do mean customer incompetence, because if you have a problem that I don't have a toy in the bag, that's a you problem, and I will go get the manager for you. Now, this idiot that night, he ended up getting like $1 off his kid's meal because the toy wasn't in there. Like, if that's what it's worth for you, fine. But I'm going to go get somebody that can make that executive decision. Okay, pal?
Yeah, you fucking dork.
Bro, you should have seen the look on. He was heartbroken. Now, the most important thing, he was one of the, I don't know. He was like one of these really proper white dudes. Now, the most important thing is in the bag, right? The toy.
Yeah, what's he doing around that place?
Well, UNO's right. UNO's right there. So, like, it's a mixed area. Like, no, really. That is a very mixed area.
Yeah.
I don't know how
like
it is now, but back then it was.
Right there.
Yeah, on the lake, there's some big nice houses. So you really have a weird demographic there because you got some rich people on the lake, and literally a couple blocks away, it's the hood.
It's fucking cover.
Is there a gate or something to keep this?
Not really.
People separated.
No.
So you could just like wake up and find a crackhead in your yard.
Pretty much.
I mean,
Sweet.
probably. But
That's
it's a very diverse area in terms of not only race, but money and everything. I mean, that's how it is. So, yeah, we would get, like Harper would say, we get some ghetto folks in there, and then we get that. Well, the most important thing in here is the toy, right? You didn't forget that, did you? We're out of toys, sir.
Bro, here's the
I
thing.
crushed his soul when I said that. If you could have seen the look in this dude's face, it was like I told him when he was in the military, his wife was getting.
I just
you know
thought
what?
Of this.
Come on.
I just thought of this, and I don't know why it hasn't come up sooner.
Stick to wrestling, fellas. That's what we're here for.
When I worked at Burger King, we didn't take credit cards.
Yeah, all we took was cash too.
Really?
It was
It's the 90s.
Cash only.
Early 90s, cash only. You're right.
Wow.
Yeah, no credit cards.
Talk about being old. Jesus. Like, we're going to die soon.
Don't say that. I know too many people that pass away in their late 40s, early 50s, bro. I don't want to hear that.
For real, bro. Bro, people are fucking dying. Yeah, dude. Fuck that.
They dropping left and right. I think about it every day when I get up. I'm like, well, Lord gave me another one.
Yeah.
And this is how you choose to spend it. Great job, Mike.
I mean, you guys really need to get it together. I cannot believe you got rid of the Great American Sandwich. I mean, what? I'm going to call corporate.
Brother, please do.
When you get done, tell them to stay on the line. I have a few complaints as well.
I'm going to tell them to piss off is what I'm going to tell them.
I'm going to tell the senior VP of operations that they sit there and thump their Bible and drink their cheap Thunderbird.
It kills me, though. These people will get mad at you. You are a minimum wage employee.
Think that your last name is King. They think that you're in on the take. And they don't understand that you're being robbed more than anybody involved.
Bro, there is no lower person on the totem pole of that organization than the person you are interfacing with. There is no one lower. And you are telling them.
And every interaction that they have reminds them that they're the lowest person.
Yeah, for real. As soon as you fucking walk in the door with that Burger King visor on, or whatever the fuck it is,
it's always there.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah.
Get to work.
Well, speaking of
sucking,
no,
and getting to work. Look,
we
who's
go
on the
now.
Screen now
to the debut of the rap master PN News, who's going to take on Doug Gilbert. I'm about to go to, let me let this play for a second. PN News coming to the ring. And then I'm going to play some audio from his first introduction. And I just want to say, if you're listening on YouTube, it may end up getting edited out because I don't know if the YouTube folks will let this fly through. So there's that. But I do want to play News' first rap coming into the promotion with his Yo Baby, Yo Baby, Yo. And by the way, the fans, they're into this dude. They are having fun. So let's go to the audio now. News introducing himself. Well, not really, but he starts rapping and doing this whole thing. Here it is.
Put your hands in the air and wave like you just don't care. Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Who's in the baby? I'd like to welcome you to the show. So get down on your feet and get ready to go. Yeah, put your hands together. Put your hands together.
Well, they're having fun.
Put your hands together. Get ready to jive. Cause when I'm through, this place will be alive. Put your hands together.
Bro, watch when he starts dancing. He's going to start Tootsie rolling. This big old...
The shoulders go down. 1, 2, 3. And the one's left standing are my posse and me. Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Well,
Listen to Paul Lee.
that answers my question.
What's that, Paul?
Whatever happened to the Fat Boys? They're alive and well, all in one outfit, wrestling on national television.
PN News, quite a rap there, and the fans really got into it here at center stage. And Doug Gilbert trying to attack Backmaster a little bit earlier there. Now he's 403 pounds, and it's obvious he can move around the ring. He's got...
Okay, Doc, what did you think of Mr. News' rapping and dancing?
It's not exactly Eric B. and Rakim, is it?
That's bad, bro.
Not exactly KRS-One.
Dude, this is tremendous. The crowd is chanting, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. He's Tootsie rolling in the ring. I came unglued.
Well, this is the kind of thing that you deem a good time. But Harper and I have taste when it comes to cultural matters.
I guess at this time that was still how most hip hop was.
This
Right.
is as if Jim Hurd said, "I like the hippity hop," and look this.
Harper, not really. Like, this is past that.
Was it?
Yeah, this is dated. That kind of rap is long. No. I mean, I can't sit there and tell you there was nobody doing something similar, but no, that ship sailed.
He was
This is
a white
working.
dude, huh?
So here we go. I thought he was not white, but no, I never
think
really.
Boy, if
I think-
anybody should be able to tell this, it should be us.
I think he's like a Johnny B. Bad type of situation.
I don't know. That the hair was sort of
Come on.
no extra curly.
That's fucked up.
I don't mean it to be.
He's not trying to say it that way. I know exactly what he means. I know the Eye of Gibson and PN News Jr. on Twitter have been looking forward to this for quite some time.
I'm sure this is their WrestleMania Super Bowl, but for the rest of us, it's just painful.
So, according to Wikipedia, he was trained by Brad Ringans. So I just wanted to mention that.
What's his race? It doesn't say.
Wikipedia does not say. That's not important.
Well, he's from Omaha, so he's probably white as fuck.
I've met some brothers from Omaha, but okay.
Yeah.
Yo, baby, yo.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was terrible.
I want to play some more audio.
Did y'all know
because-
that it says here he was the first cousin of Mike HLAC, who was better known for his stint in the World Wrestling Federation as Mantar.
Yeah.
He was Mantar's
Hey.
cousin.
Yeah, and let me tell you this, partner. Up in Omaha, they're running 12% brothers and sisters.
That's why I said I've known some black folks from Omaha.
Maybe Omaha gets a bad rap for being flyover cracker country, but there's 12% up there.
Oh, that's nice.
What?
Real classy, Doc.
Since when? Since when has class become a determining factor of how we operate?
Okay.
I'm getting ready to Google was PN News white. See what kind of watch list.
While you do that, I'm gonna play the finish of the match because I think this is tremendous too. As News goes to the top rope, he tells the music man to hit his music. Here it is.
And now he's walking outside.
He's leaving. He's leaving. What is he doing?
If he's going up to the top.
No way.
He's up on top. Oh, my gosh. That is a broken record. You gotta love it. MC Hammer, eat your heart out.
Look at this. PN News, well over 400 pounds. I don't believe it. He splashes Doug Gilbert in the corner, then off the top rope.
His move will be known as the broken record, as you heard JR say right there.
The broken record.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's hilarious, man. PN News Jr. on Twitter is going to love this. His debut finally happened. Doc, any other thoughts on News defeating Gilbert? First match, debut in the promotion.
No.
Okay. Let's go to the closing promo. You were about to say something, Doc, or no?
I'm just saying that, MC Hammer was about to put out Too Legit to Quit in like 4 months from now.
What year was this? 91? Okay, yeah. He already had the
big hit.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go to the closing promo. Jim Ross, Paulie, and Missy Hyatt walks in. What happens here?
What a debut for PN News.
I can rap to you.
Hold on. You big sissy. He is a big. I was going to tell the fans tomorrow night in the main event, Paulie will be talking to beautiful Bobby. Hope you'll join us tomorrow night at 6:05. Let's mind our manners, kids. Where's your catcher's mask? Boy, what a brave guy right here. Paulie, my colleague. Missy Hyde and Paulie Dempsey fans, we'll see you tomorrow night on the main event at 6:05.
Boy, Paul is terrified. He's holding that phone like a bat, ready to just take a bat to Missy, which is not very classy. Doc, any thoughts on the close there when Paulie screams like a... Yeah, he screamed.
They need to do something with these two. We need to bring this to a head.
A head, huh?
Come on.
I didn't say some head. I said a head.
Grow up. What's wrong with you? Well, that's how they go off air, and you know how we do it before we get out of here. We got to rate it, hand out a Rolex before we do so. Remember, you can become a patron, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. No ads on this show. Just us having a good time and not sticking to wrestling as the haters want us to do sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I hate that term, haters. Why did I say that? tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Become a patron, get access to lots of more wrestling and non-wrestling content on our Patreon feed, plus the video versions of these shows that we do. You would be able to see PN News like we just watched him right now, rapping and dancing and flying off the top rope. Okay, Doc, let's go to it. We got to rate it, hand out some Rolexes. Rate it first. Who are you giving yours to? What are you gonna rate it?
I don't know how to rate this.
Just rate it.
I couldn't see half of it.
Well, it was kind of on the fritz. Like, yeah.
I'm going to give this an incomplete.
Come on.
Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't believe
I don't
it.
want to be unnecessarily harsh. So I don't feel like I can fairly rate it.
Okay. I think that's bull crap, but okay.
I think it's being fair.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it a B because I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Like PN News, it was quick, 48 minutes, got a little Ric Flair on it, Missy's Manor, Kevin Sullivan and One Man Gang and his gimp mask, and PN News was fine. I find it hilarious. Arn and Terry Taylor tag. We had some Pillman on it. I'm giving it a B. Harper, what are you going to give it?
I'm gonna give this an A.
Really?
Yeah, it's 48 minutes. That's all I gotta fucking know.
So now we got to hand out the Rolex. Doc, who you give your Rolex to?
Well, it's not going to be PN News.
Oh, come
I'm so
on.
disappointed in you.
Come on.
Because you just dissing PN News for no reason. It's ridiculous. But go ahead. Proceed.
I'm going with One Man Gang. I like
Wow.
that. I like that scene they were throwing down.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I'm giving mine to PN News because he deserved it.
Yeah.
Harper, who you going with?
I'm giving mine to One Man Gang because of that fucking mask and him screaming during that promo.
Yeah.
But PM News gets my government cheese.
Oh, all right. Bringing back the government cheese from the Smoky Mountain Show.
Come on.
Are you going to put one of them gimp masks on later tonight for Lady Harper? Is that what you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, fuck me. Would you fuck me?
Jesus.
Put the lotion in the basket.
God.
Lady Harper's like, why do you keep calling me Missy?
Who's this Missy person? Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, great. All right, before we get out of here, quick reminder, Hardbody Harper is still doing his life advice and relationship advice. All you got to do is email him for a video shout out, life advice, relationship advice, or if you want him to cut a promo on a friend or somebody you hate, email him to chrisharper16wildcat@gmail.com. Make sure you're very descriptive in the video that you'd like him to cut, who he's cutting it on, what you want him to say, and he will doctor it up and make it something that you will love. Again, chrisharper16wildcat@gmail.com, and then PayPal him $20 to cc30388cc@yahoo.com. Again, if you want a video shout out, relationship advice, all that good stuff. And then a couple of last minute items. Check out Our Vantage Point with Joe Murata and Michael Quinn. The northern version of BTT, slightly classier, definitely more professional, but still fun nonetheless. They support us, please support them. So thanks, Joe and Quinn, for all your plugs. Give them a listen and show them some support. And check out the Bottom Line Cast with Mike Prue and JV. Mike Prue and JV handle the ECW show on our Patreon feed, but they also handle or do a show on the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin called the Bottom Line Cast. So check them out as well. Doc, kind of a quick episode compared to some of the ones we've been doing. Anything else before we hit the go home cue and ride off into the sunset?
No, I think I'm done with this bullshit. That tape quality put me in a real bad mood. I don't want to talk about it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they got started. They heated this shit up way before the pay-per-view. They messed it up.
It's upset. I love it. It's gonna be all right.
Dude, they're gonna roll out that fucking monkey at the pay-per-view though, and it's gonna be all worthwhile.
What do you think they do to monkeys at the Cobb County Civic Center?
Whoa.
What do you think they do to monkeys in Cobb County?
Oh, boy.
You know that when the Black Crows, you know that band, Mike?
I've heard of them.
When Rick Rubin signed them, because he did.
Are they black people in there?
No, they're all honkies.
But there are birds.
Rick Rubin wanted to change their name to the Cobb County Crows. KKK, all Ks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did he realize?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he realized that would have been KKK.
They were like, we don't want to do that because that's wrong. Can we just have some cocaine with the K?
Yeah.
Is that a true story? Are you being serious here? Has Rick Rubin confirmed that? That seems odd.
I don't know that he has, but I think their drummer did in his memoirs.
That okay? That's yeah. I don't know how to take that. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a market employ, but
Yeah,
For who?
but
We're
no,
big
that's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
Cross
Like
burning scene. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like I guess it's a market employ, but I'm not saying that's a good market employ. I'm just saying it's a market employ, but that seems odd. Like that's a weird way to want to drum up interest in your band. Screw that. Nah, it's not gonna work for me, brother.
No.
God, who would go along? Well, I'm answering my question. Who would go along with that? Somebody that was racist.
The KKK.
God,
Fuck.
Rick Rubin. All right.
he's a genius.
Anything else?
He's a genius.
Anything else, Doc? Before we get out of here, 'cause I got nothing.
I was looking up this article.
About what?
Rick Rubin. Cobb
Oh.
County. The relationship between Rubin and the Black Crowes apparently soured almost immediately when Rubin suggested the band change their name to the Cobb County Crows.
God, that's terrible.
The band was insulted by the connection and maintained that Rubin had no part. Then they got into it over like who had a producer credit on in the first album because of the label and stuff. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they're cutting a promo on him because of that, but it's out there.
Well, that's a business I'd want no part of. Music industry. I guess it's better now because you can control it more in yourself. Like if you're really a good artist,
You know, we're
all
not
these-
really a pro-business show because we're down on the food industry. And you're kicking the music industry in the nuts. We hate current wrestling, and we have no sponsors.
you know what I mean, though. Like I mean, if you're like a true musician nowadays, you could, if you're good, you can get found. Now you don't need a label behind you, right?
Right. I mean, you got YouTube.
You got YouTube and all these other platforms. You can
get
put
some
your stuff
tattoos on your
on.
face and mumble rap, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You see a lot of crap because of that, but I mean, if you are legitimate, you could do well.
Like guzzling scissor and like mumbling out some. We should do that, Harper.
Yeah.
Be the new Island Boys.
God, whatever happened to those kids?
Don't really care.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to get out of here. Doc, do you have anything else before we throw it to Harper to hit the tagline?
Not a motherfucking thing.
All right, Harp, hit the tagline. Let's roll.
Book it, bitch.